When I wrote the second module for the book or the chapter for the general, I would like to put emphasis on how leaders should take care of their body. Just like how the general takes care of his body, he has different principles and mindset regarding fitness. Now, fitness is not a new concept. I think all people know that we should take care of our body. But in my book, I describe it like a civilian mindset. The reason why people take care of their body or do fitness is because, first, for health purposes, they do want a body that will avoid sickness as much as possible. And then the second one is vanity, because they want it to look good. Now, I encourage fitness, but the general has a different perspective on it. I'm not saying that other people, the civilians, are wrong, but there's a different perspective in terms of viewing it as a leader. So this is like a somatic strategy. The general wanted to have a body that will follow through with all the things that he wanted to do. So he focused more on the capabilities. I remember one conversation I had with my coach, and I asked him why we always train for compound movements instead of doing isolated muscle exercises, just like many influencers, fitness gurus will teach in the internet. And also, one of the coaches from a gym that is popular around the area, he explained to me the concept and the function of each machines there, and I see the convenience to use that for training to grow my body because a certain machine could help you isolate the muscle and focus the training on a specific part of your body. And it's easier. It's easier to achieve the objective if you're doing that. But my coach, on the other hand, has a different perspective on fitness. And that's one thing that I learned from him. He gave me a scenario and asked me to think about it. He asked me if I had to carry like a person out of a burning building, will I be able to do that? So he asked me, what if my mother or my spouse or my child is unconscious and it's on the floor and I need to carry them for a long distance? Will I be able to do it? Because if not, I should stop fixating on having apps and focus more on my bodily function. So I see the logic behind it. I see the reason behind it. And I believe that it is also correct. And that is actually what the general thinks as well. He need to have a suit of armor, something that will house his spirit. And it's not only about having a aesthetically pleasing body that is ready for parade, but ready for war. That is the body he wanted to pursue. So the tactical order or the mechanism is the Mars protocol for this module. So this is a shift from having a body or wanting to have healthy and aesthetically pleasing, but you wanted to follow through and be able to respond on that scenario, on saving someone and carrying that person out of a burning building. So in Mars Protocol, you have to design a workout that will address these three functions. The first one is when you design a workout, you have to think about functionality, your bodily function. So focus on the compound movements like deadlifts, farmer carries, squats, and not only for isolated muscles. Now, the reason why you should do deadlift is because when time comes that you need to pick heavy things out of the floor, off the floor, will you be able to do that? You need to do squats because if you need to bear weight on your shoulder and you need to carry it for a long distance, that's where squats and farmer carries follow through. So you have to train not only for your muscles, but you have to train for movements. So you have to have that body to be combat ready and not only beach ready. Now, the second is for you to practice submission. The general is a prideful man, and the only place that he shuts up and follow orders is in the gym. So you have to follow a workout program or a coach or something that you will commit to, and then you have to endure it, even it's difficult. So this will build discipline, not only for your body, but also for your mind. Because enduring something that is very hard and very taxing could give you a mental clarity so that you could stay calm whenever there will be crisis. So literally and metaphorically. And then last is for you to consider longevity. So you have to train for mobility as well. This is all about our joints. So you have to be agile. Strength without mobility, it will result in stiffness. And you want a body that will work for you and not against you. You need to be agile enough to navigate all types of chaos. So not only strong to lift, but also to move around. So suit of armor, or the second module, talks about how you should design a training for your body to support that leadership role. It might not be, or it might not result to the most aesthetically pleasing physique, but the bonus here is when you train for functionality and mobility with strict discipline, you will gain command presence. And that is the aesthetics for the general. When you say command presence and aesthetics, this is the type that whenever you come inside the room, people don't swoon over you, but rather they feel your presence. It's like even without saying a word, people know your boundaries and they respect you. So that is module two.